What's up? This is NAC News. I'm Andrew.
I'm Khizer.
Hi, I'm Kara.
My name's Ty.
I'm Michaela.
I'm Dawson.
I'm Miranda.
I'm Khizer.
I'm Wyatt.
Andrew.
My name's Aiden.
And we're your broadcast team, NAC News.
This week has been a busy one with Coourtwarming going on. Kara has a story about that.
Starting off with this week, not only was it a 4-day week, but it was also Coourtwarming week. The theme this year is music, and the slogan is Cardinals Will Rock You. The front of the t-shirt design was inspired by Randa, while the back of the shirt was inspired by myself. Throughout the week, the dress-up days were Pajama Day, Mismatched Clothes Day, Class Color Day, and then Extreme Red, Black, and White Day. Monday, there were games at North Platte. With very good games, both the girls and boys basketball teams won their games. On Tuesday, there was a home game against Stanberry. The girls won with a good game. The boys lost, which was also a good game. Wednesday, FCCLA regional star events were held in Maryville, along with the GRC band auditions being held in South Harrison. We interviewed Junior Kendall Nestor and our FCCLA advisor, Miss Neal, about how the regional star events went. Kendall has been in star events for 2 years. While presenting, she was confident, but she felt as if there were some improvements to be made. When asked about the improvements, she said there were a lot of suggestions on how to improve, so she will work on those improvements. Miss Neal had been in star events for 4 years. She was excited for everyone who participated in star events because all groups are advancing to state, and she is proud of everyone. Miss Neal also stated, and I quote, "FCCLA rocks." Congratulations to the following on getting their gold in their categories. Freshman Gracie Wilms in Interior Design, Junior Kendall Nestor in Entrepreneurship, and Junior Michaela Cyber in Focus on Children. On Thursday, the Junior High Scholar Bowl team had a meet in St. Paul Lutheran, and the high school wrestling team also had a meet in East Atchison. And finally, today, their Coourtwarming game that begins at 6 today. After the game is when North Andrew is crowning the new king and queen for Coourtwarming. On Saturday, there will be a 4-state honor music festival that is going to be held at Northwest. Throughout the whole week next week, there will be basketball games for the North Platte tournament. Also, on Thursday of next week, there will be wrestling at Stanberry starting at 6.
There's so much room for activity in this place. This is bigger than Axel Webber's apartment.
Randa has a story about that.
Axel Webber is a new upcoming TikTok star with an interesting story. After the 22-year-old applied to Juilliard and didn't make it into the school, the internet took action. His TikTok followers took to the Juilliard homepage and left some foul reviews, although Webber quickly took action and made a TikTok stating that the people had to stop and that he loved the support, but that he was not angry about not getting into the school. While for some people that would have been the end, for Webber it was only the beginning. Webber started to show videos of his small New York apartment with 1 sink and 2 beds, and instantly went viral on TikTok. The small apartment intrigued people and left them with a lot of questions. His fans made suggestions on how to decorate the apartment, and before you know it, the bed under his loft was gone, although his little keyboard stayed. After everything, Webber took people through his daily life and showed them what it was like to live in one of the tiniest apartments in New York City. As of January 19, 2022, Webber was verified on TikTok and is continuing his journey on TikTok and through New York, taking the people with him. If you want to know more information about the viral star, follow him on TikTok at Axel Webber. Vivian King, a student at North Andrew, was interviewed and had a couple things to say.
So you know who Axel Webber is, correct?
Yes.
And what do you think about his content?
It's pretty awesome. I mean, I follow him, and I think it's pretty cool that he auditioned to go into Juilliard. That's a pretty bold move.
How do you feel about him not getting into Juilliard?
Honestly, it kind of sucks for him to not be able to go and accomplish what he wanted to accomplish, but it's a really tough school to get into, so I wasn't too surprised whenever it said that he didn't get in.
Yeah, and how do you feel about the people, do you think other people should follow him?
Yeah, his content's pretty funny. He does a lot of room rearranging, I'd say. It's pretty good.
Well, thank you, Vivian.
Man, those are some big waves coming at us. It must be from the Tonga volcano. Ah! Ty has a story about that.
The explosion of the Tonga volcano probably won't cool the planet as some previous eruptions have done, but it could affect the weather in the short term. While residents of Tonga have struggled to recover from a devastating volcanic explosion that smothered the Pacific island nation with ash and swamped it with water, scientists are trying to better understand the global effects of the eruption. But the aftermath of the event, there possibly will be minor disruptions in radio transmissions, including those used by Global Position System. The shock wave produced by the explosion, as well as the unusual nature of the tsunamis it generated, will have scientists studying the event for years. Tsunamis were detected not just in the Pacific, but in the Atlantic, Caribbean, and Mediterranean as well. Beyond Tonga, though the enormity of the explosion was readily apparent, satellite photos show a cloud of dirt, rock, volcanic gases, and water vapor several hundred miles in diameter, and a narrower plume of gases and debris soared nearly 20 miles into the atmosphere. It will take weeks or months of analyzing data to determine if that's what happened, but some researchers said it was likely explanation.
Come on! Someone stop them Russians!
The Russians?
Russia's invading Ukraine!
Wyatt has a story about that!
Ah! Story we were talking about how Russia is making a move on Ukraine. A little history behind this. Russia and Ukraine have been at war since 2014. They have been going back and forth in talks. But those talks have since fell through. Ukraine is now evacuating all American people and NATO personnel. So if Russia does invade, it doesn't bring NATO into this big mess. But NATO did say if any of NATO's satellite or any of their people get hurt, it will be a full-out war against Russia. Biden said it would be a disaster if Russia invades the Ukraine. There are 100,000 of Russian troops on the Ukraine border despite warning from Biden and European leaders. U.S. officials say that invasion may happen in any point of this month. Their tensions have been the highest they have been in years for both of these countries. Biden says he thinks Putin will move in on Ukraine. We don't know Putin's intentions of doing this, but people spectacle that he's doing this, so they take his demands seriously. U.S. Secretary of State is meeting with Foreign Minister to discuss the coordinated strategy. Keep your eye on this as it is an ongoing situation. I'm Andrew.
I'm Khizer.
And this is NAC News.